What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Grey's Anatomy. Season 7, episode 11. Let's get into it, shall we?
To a degree, medicine is a science.
You spent 6 hours on a boat, and you talked about fishing for 6 hours.
Pretty much, yeah.
Y'all were only out
What do
there
you
for
wanna
6
say?
hours?
We went fishing, we talked about fishing.
I want the whole story.
It is the whole story.
She caught a fish and cried is not the whole story.
Except it is, in fact, the entire story.
I'm ovulating.
But I would argue that it's also an art.
I mean, you stole my best friend, and it's not okay.
I am trying to help her.
By hanging out with her.
You gonna do this or not?
Too mad to even look at you.
Well, then roll over.
Ah,
Fine.
how romantic.
The doctors who see medicine as science only, you don't want them by your side when your bleeding won't stop, or when your child is screaming in pain.
You look different. You seem better.
I feel better.
So you have plans?
I think I'm going to explore the city today.
Really?
You know, I've never had time to do it before, or the interest.
Hello? Teddy, you're doing what?
Getting
The
married.
clinicians go by the book. The artists follow their guts.
You gonna make us late?
Okay.
Go.
The artists feel your pain, and they go to extremes to make it stop.
You sat here all night?
No, I just flew in from Africa. I went to a hotel and took a shower, go to sleep, came back really early.
Really, please, go back to Malawi.
Ah,
Extreme measures. That's where science ends and art begins.
Callie don't have time. Callie don't have time, Arizona. Okay?
We can do this another day if you want.
No, we're here now, and he'll be here. Hey, my witness is here. Okay, let's get this thing started.
Teddy, you're not seriously gonna do this.
Yeah.
Henry Burton.
Owen Hunt.
Will you be reading vows, or do you just want a standard ceremony?
Oh, it's work. I'm just gonna let it roll.
Standard ceremony?
Well, maybe if you could just skip to the end. Sorry, I'm really late.
Come.
Cannot believe she is really doing this.
Excuse me, can you direct me to the Space Needle?
It's your first time in Seattle, huh?
Sure, okay.
Yeah, you're just gonna, you wanna go west, 8 blocks or so, and then you turn north, then you should... Must be a bad accident.
Oh,
Hey, that's not west. You're going the wrong way.
she's missing it.
I'll travel to Malawi every 2 months for the next 3 years. I got a leading pediatric surgeon to oversee the day-to-day operations.
I signed a contract with a new peds attendant. It's a year-long contract. I can't eat that money.
I don't understand. You're saying I can't have a job here?
Dr. Robbins, you're back.
That's
Quit.
the reaction I was hoping for.
Quit, though.
Chris, tell me about this new peds guy.
You don't just get to come back.
You're married.
So, you got married?
The woman I love. You don't even know this guy.
Can we not talk about this, please?
Not ever or not right now?
I'm thinking not ever.
What's going on?
Reports. The gunman has opened fire on students and faculty.
Students and faculty are still in the building.
What we know so far is that a gunman opened fire at Pacific College, and that there are at least 20 victims.
Sorry, you can't be here. He's bleeding out from his chest wound.
No pulse. Starting CPR.
You need to crack his chest. Someone crack his chest!
Yang, what the fuck are you doing?
Ambulances on the way, maybe more to come.
People, our own trauma is fresh, and we are going to have feelings today. What I want to say is, what we went through 6 months ago, they are going through right now, which makes them our brothers and sisters, which makes them fellow travelers, which makes them our own. To the very best of our ability, we are going to
Bro,
do
that
our
fucking
work
sucks.
first, and you're going to have your feelings later.
Great.
I'm fine.
Go to the pit, make sure we're stocked, and call the blood bank.
I'm fine.
Call the blood bank. Tell them to give us all the oneg they have.
I got a cop, Michael Fazioli, 28, GSW, to the right upper arm.
Hey, this one's mine.
Chief Weber.
Sarge? All right, Kepner, get him to trauma 1.
This is the cop that took down the shooter.
You're kidding.
He was on the radio.
I've got conflicting reports about what the shooter looked like. If you could wake Faz up, get him talking.
What do you have?
Fell out a 4th-story window, has an open skull fracture. He helped a dozen kids out the window and up onto the roof. He tried to go himself and slid.
He's herniating. Get into the front of the line.
You okay?
What the fuck? I'm waiting for Yang to pop out of one of these fucking ambulances.
15.
Look what being a genius gets you.
Clear trauma 3 and page start.
Single entrance wound to the left fifth intercostal space. This is the emergency thoracotomy we called in about.
Did a thoracotomy in the field?
I didn't.
I had to crack his chest.
Oh my fucking god!
Can you feel the lesions?
Yes, he's got a big hole in his right ventricle, so I'm gonna keep my hand here. I can feel a good heartbeat.
Christina.
What?
Going to the OR.
She's got her hand on the hole, Owen.
I'll be fine.
I'm fucking shook.
His arteries in pieces. The best move is to amputate that leg. You've got no more time to waste it.
What?
Femur is shattered.
Torres can fix that.
We're concerned about the life and the leg.
This kid is 15. You can save this leg. You can't just cut it off.
Arizona.
Can't prep the damn leg, Karev.
Freaking do something.
Intracranial pressure's getting higher. We're doing a craniectomy or a craniotomy?
Craniectomy is our best bet.
Dr. Shepard, the professor's wife just arrived. Can someone speak to her?
I'll go. I'll be quick.
Engage me? They said they found the shooter or no?
She was at the scene, and there could be torrential bleeding once we get in, so I just want a little backup, just a little extra backup. Just not sure if I can handle it.
I'm in. I'll go scrub.
Let's get this boy on bypass.
This is surgeon.
Yes. Are you John's doctor? Is he okay?
He fell from a 4th-story window and landed on his head. So we're taking him to surgery.
Wait.
We'll be removing the left side of his skull to give his brain room to swell.
I'm gonna come with you. I need to come with you because John doesn't like hospital. John is afraid of doctors, so I have to be with him.
Mrs. Sturgeon, I'm so sorry. You can't come into the OR. I will come out and update you every chance I get, though. Just, excuse me? Yes. Hi. Would you sit with Mrs. Sturgeon? This is gonna be a long day, and you all need to take care of each other.
What was up with that
Put in
vibe?
a shunt and then do a graft. Correct, right.
Karev is not on this case anymore.
Please, just take the time to do the graft and you can save her leg.
I know very well what can and can't be done. I have bigger fish to fry, and this was very unprofessional of you. Get the hell out of my OR, Karev.
I'm unprofessional. I'm unprofessional. Body block him, Karev.
He's got some
Body
blood in
block
his chest,
him.
but the bullet's not there. Kepner?
We should put in a chest tube and get more studies to see what kind of damage we're dealing with.
Any chance we can wake him up while we're waiting?
Reverses pain meds, but it would be a pretty traumatic awakening.
I'm
Cut
getting
all his
sorts
hair
of
off.
conflicting reports as to what the shooter looks like. Cops are trained to remember. Until I have a positive ID, I've got nothing.
Maybe
Believe
he's
me,
the shooter.
guys would rather feel some pain than ID the shooter for me.
Okay, I'll reverse the meds.
Chief Weber, this guy you replaced me with is a...
Not now.
No, yes, now, because Dr. Incompetence is about to hack off a perfectly good leg.
What do you want me to do?
Give me privileges.
It's all hands on deck. Of course you have privileges.
Okay, thank you.
That was easy.
It's not an easy day to be the man in charge.
Torres, OR2 right now, 911. What? Where are you going? I need scrubs.
Okay, Bailey, can you take over for me here? This is Chuck Fowler, Zone 2 injury of the neck, secondary to Gray's GSW.
I feel like the shooter is in there somewhere. He's one of the hurt people.
Who walks into a classroom with an automatic weapon? Who does that?
Psychos.
Don't know.
Dirtballs.
I'm a wrestler, man. I'm Allstate. It's all I know, so you're not getting past me.
You wanna tell me what's going on here?
He's lost his mind, and he is destroying his career.
Check it out, Torres. 15-year-old, GSW to the thigh fracture. Lacerations to the superficial femoral artery. Ha!
What about her nerves? Are her nerves salvageable?
Kid was moving her leg before we put her under.
She has a life-threatening hemorrhage in her leg.
Abdominal bleeding is under control.
Appreciate the support.
I can put in a traction pin to stabilize the femur, and then we can use a graft to restore blood flow.
I have never experienced anything like this before in my life.
You're new here. In this hospital, we take shootings personally, and I can save this leg. So are you gonna work with me or not?
No. Hi, I've just spoken with Chief Weber. This is my patient now.
This is...
Bye. Bye-bye.
Yes!
Fucker.
Karev, you gotta go too.
It's cool. My work is done. Ha! Allstate, baby!
I love him.
You see that bridging vein?
You'll have to compromise it if
That
you're
looked
gonna
like a
pull
rice
the skull
cake.
flap back. I'm gonna go update the wife again.
You're a surgeon, not a social worker. And we have a patient open on the table.
Well, that's not the whole story. Well, the other part of the story is that he's got a wife who's panicking in the
All right,
room.
fine, go.
I'll be quick.
All right, he's ready.
Look, I'm gonna push the naloxone. He's gonna wake up and he's gonna hurt. Ready?
It's Marty. Can you hear me? Fast. I need you to describe the shooter. Can you do that for me, bud?
I am fucking stressed.
Steve Weber, did you really approve of Robin storming my OR, stealing my patient?
There are plenty patients to go around, Dr. Stark.
What I will do is to go back to my patient.
Go be a damn doctor. People are dying. Now go save a life. Right now.
Just
Fucker.
need the info.
Dr. Hunt, I'm free. Do you need me? Dr. Hunt.
They just found another classroom full of victims. We're getting at least a dozen more. We're out of wars, and all the other hospitals have capacity. Any of them need surgery, we're screwed.
Dr. Ullman, you have a GSW to the chest. Dr. Yang.
Dr. Yang was on the scene.
You all right, Dr. Yang?
Yes, sir. I'm staying if that's okay.
Okay, jump
Dr.
right
Yang,
back
can you
into
tell
a
me what
Yang.
the
Fuck
patient was wearing
yes.
or where his clothes are?
It was green hoodie, jeans.
Is he a redhead about 20?
He's the shooter.
Yes.
Why?
Send me down any bullet fragments you pull out of his body.
Chief, what's going on?
Patient's a shooter. Send down any bullets immediately. For evidence.
Oh, well, that's a good way to fuck with Yang. Can't wait for that. Fuck me 3 ways from fucking
Okay.
Sunday. Fuck!
Where were we? You were about to reconstruct the ventricle? Right. Hand me 3 ethibond, please.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but I can't, Dr. Altman.
You can't hand me the Ethibond?
I can't.
She can't save this guy, is what she's saying. He just shot up dozens of people, and this surgery is gonna take all day. 3 doctors and 4 nurses away from helping other people.
Dr. Avery!
I mean, I'm kind of with them.
I operated on Iraqi soldiers who blew up our guys. I didn't like it, but I did it. Because I'm a doctor, and I took an oath. You're not a jury or a judge. Regardless.
I'm not doing this. No.
I mean...
Anyone else?
So you're gonna not help? I don't know, man. What about the fucking victim? Although you don't know for sure that it was him. Innocent until proven guilty, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know.
Are you staying?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
3081, please.
More, I can't see the cords.
Maybe
Come
what
on,
she needs
Fred,
to do
stay
to
with
move
me.
on, though. Yang, I guess.
His vitals started dropping. I did an ultrasound, found blood in the belly.
Chief, you should stay in that trauma room. There are no ORs.
Well, I got a cop, the same cop that took down the shooter. You're saying I have to operate on him in the trauma room?
It's your best option right now.
I hope you know what you're doing, Hunter.
So, is Altman done yet?
No. Come on, we've got a cop bleeding out down here, going to extreme measures to save the damn shooter. All right?
Altman's guy is the shooter. Does Christina know that?
Yeah, so does Altman.
Captain, I need you to go to outpatient recovery. Go to outpatient recovery and oversee it.
What am I
It's like a mobile trauma unit. It's like a MASH.
Where are you
You
going?
were trained for this. Oversee it.
I have such bad anxiety right now.
I understand why you're mad. I do.
Keep
No.
picking on my fucking
I even
nails.
understand you slamming the door in my face.
You will not hold me hostage. I am rebuilding the leg of a kid who's been shot. That's why I'm here. That is the only reason. No talking. None.
My heart is fucking racing. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna say? He's just checking on Christina.
Okay, if anyone's free, we have an incoming patient.
Are we still accepting critical cases? Continue to debride.
Where else are they gonna go?
Devitalize tissue and repair the injured vessel. You want to take the incoming GSW to the flank? All right, then. There's enough surgeons around if you have questions. Take care of Chuck.
Okay, Chuck, I'm gonna be doing a vascular repair on you in a freaking mosh pit.
Oh, son of a bitch. His brain is still swelling. We're gonna have to remove the other side.
I'm gonna go update the wife.
When are you so interested in updating the wife in the waiting room?
Since I was the wife, you think you and Christina are the only two who have ever been through a trauma?
You don't get to act like a spoiled little brat in my own.
You and Christina are so busy supporting each other. Have you even noticed that I went through a trauma too? I was the wife in the waiting room, Derek. And it's so hard to be the wife in the waiting room that I walked into the OR while the shooter had a gun to you and told him to shoot me instead. That's how hard it is to be the wife in the waiting room. I'm gonna go update my patient.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's continue on.
I feel like that lady is always just like looking up and just like.
Dr. Shepard is going to remove the other half of your husband's skull. He'll then freeze the skull, and then he'll sew the scalp and the muscle back.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Dr. Shepard is very good, and I'll come out and keep you posted.
So I'm looking for the Sackett family. Anybody here for a John Sackett?
Excuse me, is anyone here related to Jared Swarf?
That's my son. How is he? Is he okay?
Ma'am, would you mind coming with me?
My son was shot. He wasn't the shooter. No, my son didn't do this. No.
What the hell? So I'm gonna move on.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Kick it later. We need this space for incoming.
But my name's not going on this chart. That's a hack job.
Somebody get Dr. Nelson here now. She's got an intracranial hemorrhage. She needs burr holes and a trauma flap. We gotta evacuate that clot.
Okay, we can do that.
I need some hands over here, Avery. Arterial repair. Can you hold that?
Got it. You know Altman's still in OR1.
So you can't choose who you save.
Yeah, that's apparently the party line.
Shooter's sick. Nobody does this in their right mind. My brother just had a psychotic break and tried to kill my sister. And if he got hurt, even if he got hurt hurting people, I would want his doctors to do everything they could to save him. No matter what he did, he's still my little brother.
Making the incision.
I mean, I just don't know if that person should be saved. Like, if the time and resources should go to that person over.
You're gonna do it. She's your patient.
Innocent
Dr. Gray.
people that
you're gonna
they
save her life.
tried to
Ready?
kill.
Gently. Right there. Perfect.
Damn it, he's crashed. I need a crash cart in here now.
Do not die, Chuck. You hear me? The shooter does not get to win this.
Here we go. Clear.
Come back right now, Charles. Right now.
Charles.
Bastard! You better send this boy back right now. Sorry about the bastard thing.
I fucking love Bailey so much.
There's something you need to see. What is that?
The Pacific College alma mater.
That's one way to move on from a tragedy, a fucking another. tragedy.
Thank you for staying today, Christina. I know it can't have been an easy decision. You know what, though? It was. How is he?
Oh, he's decompressed. He's got a bad contusion. Damn, he's bleeding too much.
No.
Mrs. Sturgeon, I'm Dr. Shepard. Your husband is in a medically induced coma.
And hopefully, in a couple of weeks, we'll be able to replace the skull and wake him up.
Wait, you're saying that he lived? That he's alive?
We have a long road ahead of us, but yes, he is alive, and I can take you to him if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. You can see him in a few minutes, all right?
Don't.
Excuse me, ma'am. Has anyone talked to you about your son?
The police questioned me for hours if I should have known something. They found a suicide note in his jeans. I didn't know anything. My whole life, everything I ever knew is a lie. He's my baby. All I want to know is if he's alive. Is that terrible?
I do think that it's...
people he hurt. Does that make me a terrible person?
Your son was shot in the chest. Dr. Altman, who's a very good heart surgeon, is doing everything that she can. She's still in surgery, which means he's still alive. And she'll come find you as soon as she's out. Okay?
My heart does break for, like, the parents of people who carry things out like that, because at the end of the day, that is somebody's child as well. Like, that, I don't think a lot of people think about that.
He's fine.
Oh, God. You kidding me?
No, it was touch and go for a while, but he's gonna be fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
And, let's stop meeting like this, Marty.
For fucking
please, God.
real. My
Please,
God.
This is a huge victory. You know, whatever else happened today, we worked together well. Thank you for coming when I asked you to come and for fighting Stark with me. Thank you. Calliope.
Not the Calliope.
I am so deeply, deeply, deeply sorry for hurting you so much. Because I am so in love with you, and I will spend the rest of my life telling you that. I'll apologize to you every day if that's what you need. Please don't walk away again. I came across the world to be with you. I love you.
Give her time.
You had to fly across the world to get to me, Arizona, because you flew a whole world away without ever looking back. This might be news to you. You're not the only one in this relationship. There are two of us. And you came back today, but I didn't. Whatever else happened, that hasn't changed.
Oh, you've been holding everybody up, even though you amaze me. I know you're mad at me for taking Christina fishing, and I know you think it didn't work. I just heard she's in OR1.
What?
She's here.
Look at all of them showing up.
I just took my kid to her room. He was the last one.
Besides this one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides this one.
37 degrees. Could be any minute now.
She really needed that.
We saw 26 patients, 26 victims, and we had no casualties. No one died.
Holy fuck. Fuck that guy.
I hate this place.
We hate you too, bitch.
Surgery is extreme. We cut into your body, take out pieces, and put what's left back together.
I was holding a grudge.
Love them.
I could hire you back, but you're gonna have to work under Stark.
Y'all are petty as fuck. Petty as fuck.
Hey.
Hey, she's still sedated, and she's just a kid. She shouldn't have a big ugly scar. Do you mind waiting? It'll be about another hour.
I love you. So, yeah, just take your time. I'll wait.
Yes.
Good thing life doesn't come with a scalpel. Because if it did, when things started to hurt, we would just cut and cut and cut.
I'm really sorry. I'm late. You look exhausted.
You look exhausted. I look handsome.
You do.
How about we get you some insurance?
Let's have a drink first. Toast the day.
Henry.
Because I've never been married. Have you?
No, but I wouldn't say that this is exactly
I know what this is, but I say we raise a glass anyway.
Are these two gonna
There was
like
no ring,
actually fall in love
right?
too?
No vows, no
Because I would
photographer,
fucking
no
live
wedding
for
cake,
it.
which I was most disappointed by. We can at least have a toast.
I spent the day in the OR saving someone who really is, not a very good person.
Well, you saved me too. You saved my life this morning, and that deserves a toast, even if it wasn't a real wedding.
Okay.
Okay.
Not the slow walk.
The thing is, what we take away with a scalpel, we can't ever get back.
You want to get a drink? Yeah, I do. Maybe not a real drink, actually, because I'm trying to get pregnant. Supposedly, alcohol will make my baby have 3 heads and 16 toes. Want to get some crack cocaine?
So, like I said, good thing.
I love it. They didn't lose a single person. That episode was good as fuck. That is so traumatic, but sometimes I feel like to get over some trauma, you need some other trauma. Even though it wasn't really like their trauma, it kind of reminded them of their trauma, but then they like were reminded, and then they had other people, and they kind of like, they gave those people hope, and then they got over it, and then they saved all these other people. So I think that it helps them cope with their trauma as well. Same with Yang. Her being able to save that guy that did the fucking shooting is so big. That is so much bigger of a person than I could ever be. That's why I'm not a fucking doctor, because I would be very much like Jackson, my boo, and been like, fuck that guy, let's go save the other people. But everybody got saved. So it was kind of the right call. I fucking love it. That episode was amazing. This might be one of my favorite episodes, honestly, of the whole show. I really fucking dug that, because it could have went a completely different way, but then like it gave us hope, and it gave us like positivity at the end that like people can get past this. We can get through this trauma, and like every shitty situation doesn't have to end shitty. You know? I fucking love it. I love it. Can't wait to see the next one. Season 7 is kicking ass. Let me know what y'all thought about it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.